YouTube is happening. It is Saturday, June 28th, and now we're going to talk about MLS. There are 12 games on the slate for the day. We're going to talk about these games, break them down, look at the spreadsheet, look at the props, see if we can find some value like we always do. It's been a hot minute since we did some soccer. It's been like 2 weeks. I don't even know what I took last time, so we're not going to worry about those. So we're just going to focus on today. That's all we're going to do. So we're not going to waste time. We're just going to go ahead and jump into the first game right now. All right, first game on the slate is going to be Nashville and DC United. Now, remember how we always look at it around here. So we see it here. It looks like Nashville's the home team. Soccer does it differently. The bottom team is always going to be the road team. It's weird. I know. It's weird. So when we do the spreadsheet, see, you can see over here currently, I have it set up this way. Nashville is the road team, DC United's the home team. So top team, home team. You just got to remember that. It's a little different in soccer. I know it messes with the mind, but there. We also have our three-way and our two-ways. Always something new. Some people don't understand it. I get it. Three-way is just your one team tie. The other one is just two-way, which is one team. That's all it is. So the three-way introduces the option of a potential tie. Some people hate it. I personally don't like it myself. I go for two ways unless I see it's a clear disadvantage. Then I go for the three-way. So, and then we have totals. That's what we look at. And then we have props later on. So looking at this one, we see that Nashville, even though they're on the road, they're still massive favorite, and you'll see why in a second. We come over here. DC has been struggling. They lost the last 5 games. You can see what they've been up to. Numbers are not good. Nashville crushing offense and defense. They're getting they're losing their games. They're being outscored by 1.8. That ain't good in soccer. And they're 7th in shots, 9 on shots on goal. They give up. They're 27 in giving up shots on goal. That is not a thing you want to be a massive difference in. Corners, you can see passes, pass attempt, completion percentage, all that stuff. This is a nice lean for Nashville to win the game. Hence why Nashville is minus 220 on the money line for the two-way, and in the three-way they are minus 110, which might be the way to go. So let's go ahead and look at the props as well. Outlier, link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign, get you a week of all free. So DC and Nashville, and we have Mukhtar to get 3.5 shots, just pure shots. He ain't even got to be on target. Just kick the ball towards the goal. That's a shot. And then Surge on a goal at plus 120. Damn, how many goals are you scoring? That is impressive. Okay, hold up. That's a lot of shots. 4.2 and a 3.5. I wish this was a 3.5. Let's see. I mean, a 4.5. 4.4. So he's 5.4. He needs to get 4. He's minus 155 to hit this, though. I think I like Nashville on the three-way better, even though they're on the road. Home field matters a ton usually too, which is kind of crazy. So how many shot attempts did you even? I want touches in the box. Yeah, box touches, because shows how many shots you're getting in the box. So 4, 5. Yeah, you're getting played last 2 games, not as much, but still pretty good overall head to head. You've taken a bunch of shots last 3 games against DC. This might be the play. And then Surge has had a good, damn, he's had 3-1-2, 1-2 goals in the last 5 games. Look at that. He's averaging 1.8 goals. What? Okay. And DC is giving up how many goals? 2.6, 3.8 shots a goal. And this man is making all of these goals. Am I about to take a goal prop? I think I am. I think I'm about to take a plus 120 goal prop because the dude is not, he is on fire. All right, let's go for it. SURRIDGE over 0.5 goals. I don't take goal props. That's a new one for me, but hey, I ain't mad at it. Let's go for it. Goals. How's he head to head? Yeah, there's nothing. That was May 17th. Last 5. So he faced him back here, but the last 5 games: Toronto, Columbus, New York. Was it since CFI? CFI is who? Cincinnati? No, who is that? I don't know who this is now. I got food. Oh, Chicago Fire. Okay, I was like, who is CFI? Chicago Fire, and then New England. Yeah, I'm gonna try. We'll go for it. Why not? I could take the minus 110 on the thing, but let's go for Sam to get a goal. Let's have a little fun. Plus 120. I like it. Let's do it. Next. Yeah, didn't expect to start off with a goal prop, but hey, here we are. But hey, we'll do what we do. You could also take the money line three-way for Nashville, or you could take the shots from Mukhtar. There's 3 great plays. I'm just gonna go for the goals though. We're going for the best juice today. Let's have a little fun. Next up, we have Colorado at New England, and that is going to be right here. We see New England's the home team, minus 240. That makes more sense. The home team typically tends to be favored. So 114 on the three-way. You can see that there. 2.5 is our total. Let's go over to the spreadsheet. We see our numbers. Terrible offense, amazing defense. That's what Colorado has been the last 5 games. They are shutting you down defensively, but they're not getting any goals. So very low scoring. And then they're mid. Everything's average. Nothing is really standing out here except Colorado's percent on passes is kind of bad. New England's pretty good at that. Other than that, nothing else is standing out. Let's go look see if there's a prop for us, because so far I don't like anything in this game. Let's load this up. It's going to be New England, Colorado. And last 5, we have Ted Ukudipito. Half a shot on goal. At 1 book, that's it. The only place we have it is at FanDuel. Hard Rock, look at the difference in the lines. This is why you got a book shot, because it's the same prop, right? Hard Rock is minus 195. FanDuel is plus 110. That now Hard Rock probably has it as 1+ shots on goal. That's why it's a different odd setup. But still, look at, you can get the difference here. Yeah. Oh man. So 11101. I don't like that at all. Anyways, but I want to show that. Spreadsheet, you see this whole, I don't like any of this. We're going to pass on this one, move on to the next one. All right, let's move on to game 3, which is going to be Minnesota and the New York Red Bulls. Scroll up, I think it's up here. Nope, Minnesota is right there. It is, New York is 162 money line on the 2-way, and it's plus 121 on the 3-way. So 2.5 is our total. We come over here, look at our lines, and what do we have here? New York, #1 defense, tied with the other team we just saw. Colorado at 1, but they're getting their 8th in goals at 2. So they're winning their games on average 2-1. So both teams do not take many shots. They don't give up shots. So defense is the name of this game for certain. 2.5. What's that line looking like? It is currently it's 2.5, but let's go look at props. See, I don't really want to take it under 2.5. That is way too sweaty in soccer. Way too sweaty. Let's see. I want Minnesota. Minnesota right there. There we go. Get rid of YouTube. Minnesota. Last 5 over. Jefferson Diaz over on shots. All right, Diaz, what you do? What you got for us? 2-1-0-1-1. You're averaging 1. Ugh, I don't really particularly like that. So that's Minnesota. New York, how many shots you give up? Well, Minnesota only takes 10 shots a game. Shots, period. And only 4.6 are on goal, which isn't bad, which means they're pretty accurate. But New York is 4.4 shots on goal. I don't like that. No. Does one guy to take a shot? No, that's too. No. Pass. Next. All right, let's move on from Red Bulls to Toronto and Portland. And that one's down here. And we see it's Portland's favorite on the road on a 2-way, but then everything's plus on a 3-way. Total's 2.5. We go to the spreadsheet, we see our numbers, and Toronto's not good at shots. Terrible at shots, shots on goal, allowing shots, everything's bad. Portland tied again for their #1 defense at 1 goal in the last 5 games on average. Their offense is terrible, though. Everything else looks good except they're not getting goals. So they're great, they're winning, but I don't love the fact that you got to score to win. If you can't score, you can't win games, and they're scoring, but they just suck at everything else. So, not a good setup. Let's see if there's a prop for us, because so far, again, I don't like this one. I will pass every game if I have to. We're playing for value. And the first game I could have took 3 plays in the Nashville game. I might go back and add some plays, just because if I'm getting this many passes in a row, that's not, yeah. What do we have? We have 3 here. Sean Johnson for some saves. James Pentemis for some saves. And then you get a shot. Let's look at both goalies. Well, first off, we got to look at our goalies, but we got to look at this. Who takes shots? Shots on goal mainly. So 4.6 and 3.8. So if they have a 3.5 on shots on goal, you don't want to take a 3.8 average. That ain't good. That's because they don't take many. So we don't want to take Portland's goalie. We want to take Toronto's goalie because they're going up against a 4.6 average. Make sense? Okay. Let's go look at them. So we want Toronto's goalie. So this is Toronto. He's got 4.4454. He's a 3.5 with a 4.2 line going up against Portland, who's at 4.6 on shots on goal. That makes sense. We could take this. We look over here at James, who has crazier numbers. 5.2 looks good, right? Going up against Toronto, who only takes 11 shots a game at 3.8 shots on goal, which is actually up from their season average of 3.4. So I can't trust this. Yeah, you see those numbers, but I trust the team numbers here. Yeah, Toronto's not taking many shots. This right here is the main thing. 3.8 shots on goal. You ain't taking enough. Why would I take a 3.5 line? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's why it's plus 170 too. And if I go 2.5, I bump this bad boy down to DraftKings 2.5, 160. That makes more sense because then it's a 3.8 versus 2.6. Does that make sense? Or 3.8 versus 2.5. I mean, not 2.6. So that is potentially a play. This is a play as well, plus 140. I actually still like this at plus 140, so I think I am going to take this one. So we're going to trust Portland does their average and takes their 4.6 shots on goal, and then Sean Johnson makes the 4 saves. Simple as that. So we're going to go Johnson over 3.5 SVS saves. SVS saves. We're going to take that next. All right, let's move on to New York FC and Montreal, the other New York team. So what do we have here? That's all at the top, right? Montreal, found them. It is 145 New York on the road. That's how good they are. Yeah, I'm looking at the spreadsheet and a 2.5. Okay, let's look at the numbers. You can see New York FC is a pretty good team. Everything's green and yellow in the last 5. Montreal is just struggling. They're 2-5-12, which means they got 2 wins, 5 draws, and 12 losses. They are not a good team. They're at home though. That matters. So I can get New York at 145 money line on the 2-way, which means if it's a tie, which is very, very possible, it's a push, whatever. If New York wins, we win. If they lose, we lose. Simple. Let's go look at props. That might be the move. Just on that alone, that's the move. So let's see what we got. Anything else makes sense. New York versus Montreal, which is going to be down there, right there. Got him. Tom Pierce shots on goal 1 and Thiago Martins over on shots, period. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, your 0.8 versus 0.5, that ain't good. Go away. 0.5 on a 1. That could be potential. Could be. How many shots on goal does Montreal take? Well, that's a good question. Let's look. We look over here. We see 13th at 4.8 shots on goal. He's a defender, not an attacker taking shots. That's not as good either. I don't... yeah, I'm not. I like the New York money line way better. So we're going to take this off. We're going to come over here. We see we can get New York against Montreal. 2-way money line, 145. If you want to go for the juice, you can go plus 135 and think they win regardless and bring that draw in there. If they were at home, absolutely. But since they're on the road, we're going to stick with the 2-way. So this is going to be NYC FC, or just NYC ML 2-way. I put the 2-way in parentheses so people know. So 2-way money line, New York win next. All right, going on to Cincinnati and Orlando. Hell of a matchup we have here. My God, that's crazy. Currently, we have Orlando 220 at home, 110 on the 3-way because, well, they're at home and they are an awesome team, but so was Cincinnati. And yeah, let's go over and look at the spreadsheet. We see this and yeah, okay. Okay. Ah, man, I gotta look at something real quick because I need to see something on my end. 9, 6, and 4. Yep. Okay. On the table, Orlando. How many points you got? Orlando is 36, 33. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so you can see both teams are awesome. That's just a fact. This is a good game. Defense is the question. 3.6 combined allowed. The line's 2.5, right? No, it's 3.5. Ooh, sneaky bastards. Okay, there's gonna be props. I know there's props in this one. I know there's props. There better be props. Is there props? There's no props. Oh, Marco. We've taken Marco a few times this year. Yeah, 3-4 on a 2-5 looks pretty good. This is something we could take. 2.5 shots, just pure shots. How many shots does Orlando take? That's the question. Orlando is 4th in all the land. Shots at 16 per game. So he needs to take 3 of those 16 that we assume they're going to take against Cincy, who they give up shots on goal. I think Marco to take 3 shots looks like a good play. So we'll take that. We'll leave the money line and all that stuff alone because Cincy's a good team. I don't know who's going to win that one. So we're going to go PASALIC over 2.5. Oh, no, 2.5. Just plain shots. Him to get 3 shots, and we're good for 165. And you can prize pick it too at 119, but you got to put something with it. Hard Rock 230. My God. Yeah. So Marco, get you the right book to do it. You can find it. If not, parlay piece it, whatever. But I'm going to take this next. Moving on, Charlotte and Chicago Fire. Now that I know who they are. Chicago Fire. Way down here, right? I think I saw, yeah, there they go. Can't miss that baby blue logo. That's pretty nice. Currently, we have Chicago as a 162 favorite at home on the 2-way and a plus 115 on the 3-way with a 3.5 total. 3.5, huh? That's because Chicago's offense has been crushing. 2.2 and 1.8, that comes out to 4. That's a 3.6. So currently, we have a 3.6 to 4 range. The total's 3.5. Over might be a play. They're both taking shots on goal like crazy. They're both top 8 in shots on goal. Charlotte gives up shots. Over could absolutely be the play here. Let's go look at the props, see if anything stands out. We want Chicago and Charlotte. And currently, we got a couple of goals for you, Philip for goals, and Gutierrez for shots on goal. Just 1. 1.6. So you went 4, 0, 2, 1, 1. I don't like how it's a downtrend. I don't like that. I want more consistency. So I'm going to take you off. I like the over better anyways. Philip, goals, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. So you had a goal in 4 straight games and then blanked here. So we're going to take that off. Surge goals, fine. You saw Surge's numbers. Those were crazy. So I'll take that. I'm not taking somebody gets 1 goal. No. If anything, yeah, I think we're going to stick with the over in this one. We go back to the spreadsheet. Everything's looking spicy for an over. That's all looking great. Numbers add up. It's all nice. Overs plus 118. Is that right? Let me show you. Yep, over 3.5 plus 118. That's what we'll go in this one. Expect a higher scoring affair. So over 3.5. This shall be our play. Next. Moving on to game number 8. And we're going to San Diego and Dallas. That's a lot of San Diego logos. Whoa. All right. Yeah, Dallas is the home team, and they're not even favored. San Diego's favored on the road, almost on the 3-way. They're basically a pick them on the 3-way. That tells you how lopsided this game's about to be. Oh, look at all the logos, all the San Diego logos, except for offsides. Dallas is good at not getting offsides, but still, that's a lot. 2v20, 7v13. You can see 5v19, 9v7. This is San Diego. I can get San Diego at 170 on the 2-way. I like that. I will take that, not a problem. Let's go look over here at the actual lines. San Diego, we're down here now, right? Right there, got him. So we have Anderson, Julio, shots on goal, just 1 shot on goal. Both teams take a lot of shots on goal. You took, let's see, 1 on a half. It's only at prize picks and 200 at heart. Nah, no. Just give me San Diego money line on the 2-way. San Diego money line. If they were at home, I would all day. But they're on the road, so we're going to be a little smarter because it looks good. Dallas looks rough. They're like they're struggling. San Diego's 4-0-1 their last. They got a 3-game winning streak. They're crushing. We're going to take this San Diego. You know what I think? I think I might go 3-way. I might go for the 110. I think they win regardless. So we're going to take San Diego money line on the 3-way. That way we get that plus 110 action. So San Diego money line next. Moving on. Game number, 8, 9? 9. Salt Lake and Kansas City right there. And currently we see Salt Lake. KC is favored at 116. It's basically a pick 'em on the 2-way. And then you see the plus lines and then 2.5. So we go to the spreadsheet, we load them up, and we see our numbers. Offense versus defense, offense versus defense. They cancel each other out. They're both good at both. So shots on goal versus allowed shots on goal. This versus this. So this is a tough game. This game's kind of, I don't know. Let's go look at props. Any props in this one? We load up, we want Kansas City, which is right there. And we see we have Palacio shots and Galad shots, just taking a shot. I hate half a shot. Shot on goal, sure, but half a shot? You're the defender. You're also a defender. You're a midfielder. Midfielder, better chance. Defender, 1 and a 1. I don't like this. No, not feeling either one of these. I'm not feeling this game. There's nothing really standing out here that makes me want to take it, so we're going to pass on this one. We don't pass too often, but guess what? We're doing it this one. We're going to pass and move on to the next one. All right, moving on to game 10. And we're already on 10. How about that? We got St. Louis and Houston. And where is it? Right there. Houston's 260 at home with a 120 on the 3-way. Yeah, Houston's been playing decent. Actually, no, they're both 1 and 3. Actually, they're not. That's the same. That versus that's a push. That versus that's a slight lean to Houston. 22 versus 29 is a slightly into Houston, though they both kind of suck. That's a push. Everything's close, but they're at home. That's a heavy money line for being this kind of stats. Yes, you're at home, but 3, 6, and 10, 5, 5, and 9, you're about the same team, different shades of red. One's orange, one's kind of this pinkish red. So it's a cool looking color. I like it. I like both teams. Orange and black's an awesome color combination too. Love it. I think I like the soccer logo colors the best, followed by like the WNBA. I like the colors too. Good stuff. Let's go look at the props. Anything here for us? Because so far, this is a no for me. I ain't feeling it. Yeah, see, nothing there. Nothing. So let me show you the sheet one more time. There you go. Have fun. I'm leaving. Next. Let's move on. Game 11, which should be LA and San Jose. Galaxy is the worst team in the league, by far. By far. So, where are they at? Down near the bottom. So anytime you see them favored at home, it's hilarious because they've been favored multiple times at home and they've lost. They got 1 win, though, but that was against the other worst team. So today, San Jose is favored, yeah, heavily. So as they should be. That's the 3-way money line. You can see, yeah. Oh, hey, they changed it up a little bit. They show it a little bit, yeah. So 3-way money line, you can see right there. San Jose is 143 with a tie with this. And then on the draw, no bets, you can see that's the 2-way money line. That's what it is. So San Jose, a draw means no bets. And then LA is plus 260. So San Jose 3-way on the road is hilarious because that's how bad LA is. Yeah. San Jose at home should crush this team. Absolutely crush them. 1-1-3, 2-2-1. They got 26 versus 8. Yeah, 6v14, 21v1. I mean, no, 1v10, 14 versus 19. It's San Jose all day in this one. It's San Jose all day in this one. Why are we even contemplating this one? This is easy. This is one of the easy ones. San Jose, any good props in here? We'll show the props, goals and shots on goal. I'll show both, but so far, San Jose three-way is the way to go. Yeah, 0.8 average on a one's an absolute disqualification. And then shots on goal, 1.2, not bad. But I'm not taking an LA player. I just can't do it. Sorry. I ain't touching this one. No. We're going San Jose, and we're going to go San Jose on the three-way at 143. Let's take that next. All right, last game, we got Austin and Seattle. Currently, also, Seattle is 340 at home on the two-way and 139 on the three-way. We got some heavy hitters at home, heavy favorites today at home. So we come over to the spreadsheet and we look. Both teams' offense is garbage. Defense is amazing. This is 2-4 versus 2-2. That's a short little total, and the total's 2.5. Yeah, it's a pick 'em, so nothing there. The bottom two teams at shots, the bottom and bottom five team at shots on goal. Defense, it's all defense. So if anything, an under might be the play here. But then again, Seattle, why would I? Austin's not a bad team. They're both the same record basically, same points, whatever. I see Seattle. There's got to be injuries. I have not looked at any injuries. I just realized that. We'll look at props though. We'll look at that. How about that? We'll do that. Oh man, we got Vasquez. We've taken Vasquez before. We'll look at you and we'll look at you. So let's look at all three of these. This is just a shot. 0.8 on just a shot. Get out of here. No. You get out of here. No. You. What was that? 4? Damn. Shots on goal. Half. 1.4 average, but that 4 is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I know this is all defense and they can't score. They really suck at scoring. I almost just want to take the under. Under 2.5, but 2.5. Ugh. Let's trust the numbers. It's number 1 and number 7 defense. They're coming out to a 2-4. That's coming out to a 2-2. They're both under 2.5. Let's go under for the memes. Under 2.5. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end it right there because that's all the games for today. Tomorrow, yeah, good games. I don't have it set up for tomorrow though. I changed the way the schedule works on my spreadsheets, so I can only do the day of now unless I change things around. And we're just going to focus on today's game. So that's it for today. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. There are games tomorrow. I might throw the sheets up tomorrow. I won't make a video for these though. And then we got one game on Thursday, and then we got 4th of July. Hey, I don't know what we're going to do for videos when we get here though. We'll figure it out. So appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out in a nice list or access to the spreadsheets, or if you want, go check out Outlier and go get you some props. It's all there for you. Let me know what you're playing. I appreciate being here, and I will see you when we do the next round of videos next week. Peace.